Welcome everybody to the Tete show. My name is Malaika and I'll be hosting tonight's show. With us today we have Dr. Sadaf, who is a homeopathy specialist, and she's going to guide us today, explaining us about homeopathy and as well as how does it cure any kind of illness that you may have. If you guys have any questions related to any of your illness or any health, she's the right person who will guide you.
Hi
How are
Malaika.
you
How are you?
doing?
I'm all good. How are you? Long time.
I'm doing well too.
Good.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I understand that you've been very busy because of the COVID situation that is going on.
Right.
I'm so pleased that you have taken some time to come out and to be with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank You're most welcome. Thank you for inviting me on board.
Thank you. Considering the current situation, I understand that you're also helping patients who are affected with COVID. So, can you explain us a little about what is this coronavirus and what are the symptoms, and how can homeopathy help us come out of or help us cure coronavirus?
Okay, so I will not say homeopathy can help you cure coronavirus, but it will be that homeopathy can help you fight your body, fight the effect of the virus, and it can build your immune system. If I have to be more politically correct, it will help
Okay.
you build your immune system. Now, see, with COVID-19, the thing with COVID-19 is most of the people are asymptomatic, okay, but there will be really very few who will go into a very crisis situation. So when you have fever, or when you so the very characteristic of this symptoms of this virus is loss of taste and loss of smell. Okay, if you lose your
Okay.
sense of smell and taste, it's a bit question. And the very tricky thing about this virus is that a person may look quite healthy, okay, and then there is a suddenly the patient drops. Yeah, अभी मैं
Right.
अच्छा हूँ, अचानक से मैं drop हो रहा हूँ, okay, and there is a
Right.
collapse state that comes up in this patients. So this collapse state is because the oxygen level drops. Okay, so if you have
Okay.
fever or if you have cold cough like symptoms, if you want to differentiate it from COVID-19, you need to have an oximeter handy so that you can keep a check on it. And somehow what has happened is during this whole pandemic that the normal allergic coughs वगैरह are subsided, and more or less people are getting affected with COVID-19 because उसका community transmission बहुत हो रहा है. Okay,
Right.
तो देखा जाए तो 80% लोग को सिंपल बुखार सर्दी खांसी होगी वो घर में ही ठीक हो सकते हैं, but there are that 20% amount of people who may need hospitalization and hospital support, and there are few who succumb because of lot of reason, the side effects of medicine, the side effect of the virus, and comorbidities. People who are already popping up a lot of pills unke upar medicines, they have already developed resistance to antibiotics, so antibiotics
Yeah.
work nahi karta. Yeah, some or the other complications due to their previous illnesses is creating a problem. So in such cases, if homeopathy is taken along with it, okay, along with whatever treatment you are taking, because right now, according to the ICMR and government rule, you have to compulsory be reported to the government sectors, और आप government sector में जाओगे तो वो compulsory आपको allopathic line of treatment देंगे ही देंगे. So
Correct.
any which ways, and life support is required, like oxygen is required, some investigations are required, so you will have to do that. So along with that, taking homeopathy will assure you that you can recover faster. Okay? अगर आपको mild symptoms है तो mild level पे ही आपने symptoms को arrest कर लिया है. Okay?
Right.
You are not एक्सटेंडिंग टू दी सिवियरिटी वगैरह, वो स्टेज में आप नहीं जा रहे. माइल्ड सिम्टम्स पे ही आपने ले लिया तो आप इमीडिएटली रिकवर हो जाओगे. द speedy recovery will be there, your immune system will be better, plus there will be no damage, plus even your emotional health will be taken care of if you can really go through the case taking process with your doctor. So even your emotional stability can be taken care of with homeopathy.
I understand that initially like maybe 2 months back, BMC was circulating some kind of homeopathy pills, and they mentioned that it will help you from recovering from any virus that you may have. So
Yeah.
so what are those pills?
So arsenic alb 30 was recommended by Ayush government. Then my professor, he did some research in Iran, France, and a lot of places where he recommended camphor 1m. And there are some other doctors who are recommending some other medicine. The researches are still on different medicines. Okay, so these are like they work like vaccination, but not exactly vaccination. Okay, they are more like they build up your immunity. But I will still suggest, I still have my questions and doubts about this. Rather than blindly taking arsenic alb or camphor or justicia or zincum or any of these medicines, it is best to consult any homeopath who's close to you. Let him see your concerns. Like I remember I got one patient, and he spoke to me and he's like, doctor, I'm in a state of a complete shock, and I feel that now if suppose I'm affected with this COVID-19, how will I be alone? Being alone, separated from your family, that's a big shocker for me. Then another person, he called me up and he said that, doctor, my whole concern is if I get affected, it will mean a lot of heaviness on my pocket. I will lose all my savings. I've lost my job. And so you see now, बीमारी एक ही है, बट परसेप्शन दो लोगों का कितना अलग है. एक थर्ड पर्सन ने मेरे को कॉल किया, ये कोविड कुछ नहीं है, इट्स ऑल कॉन्स्पिरेसी, they are bent on to do something against me. So you see the language, one is feeling very sensitive, one is feeling that his structure will be shaken up, and one is feeling that the world is against them. There is a force that's working against him. So people perceive one particular situation as per their situation. So the remedies that they will require will be different. Okay, but sometimes the pandemic in the state, like epidemic or pandemic, takes over the state. So certain group of remedies come again and again repeatedly. They are not like the chronic state. So there are pandemic symptoms, there are symptoms of the acute, there are symptoms of a person as a personality, or what in homeopathy we say constitution, that we need to differentiate and then prescribe accordingly. So best is, rather than blindly taking up some pills, contact any homeopath who's close to you or whom you know properly, whom you are giving your case regularly, and take the remedy accordingly. That will help you more.
I think that's very useful. Thank you so much, doctor. Just lastly, I want to ask you. I mean, if the viewers, they want to consult with you, want to meet you regarding any illness that they may have, do you have any online sessions, or if they have to come and visit you, how do they take appointments?
Right now, due to pandemic, I am doing the video call sessions. Okay. Post video call. So I see my patients on Skype. I have a lot of patients who are abroad. They do Skype, and we try to courier them the medicine. And so that can be made possible for now.
Okay, that's great. I think that's a great option. One is
I enjoy the personal sessions more because it gives you more freedom and more space. But due to the pandemic situation, or if you're staying very far away, online consultations are always available.
Sure, that's amazing. That's a good option. Thank you so much, Dr. Sadaf. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Welcome.
Have
Thanks
a
for
good day.
giving
Bye.
me the opportunity to talk to you.
Sure. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.